So good afternoon. Thank you for all being here on a Friday afternoon. It's a great pleasure, it's a great honor for me to be here. Demokritos is one of the largest public research centers of Greece. And over the last few years, we're trying to transform into one of the major players in research and innovation in the innovation ecosystem of this country. And when I say innovation, I mean creating value, creating economic value from our scientific discoveries, from the technological progress that is produced in our laboratories. This can only be done by attracting private investments that should be either national, local, but mainly international, that is from the international VCs. As a country, Greece is scoring quite low in innovation. Right now, we are one of the last places in Europe, and we really have to transform, we really have to change, to make a different input in the economy as well. To do that, we have to be able to deal with risk, to make decisions so that new discoveries, new business models, new scientific discoveries, new technological progress can create wealth for all of us. Demokritos, it's situated at the Agea Paraskevi, 150 acres of very beautiful campus, very good place to work at. It was built in the 60s as a nuclear research center, and today it has been transformed into, indeed, a very heavily interdisciplinary place with 6 institutes. Actually, we work on everything from cellular biology to thermonuclear fusion. And that may not always be well, but interdisciplinary approaches in today's technology may be a very, very interesting aspect. And in that sense, we're doing well. Over the last few years, Demokritos has excelled in a number of areas, and when I talk excel, I'm talking excel at an international level, not just by creating publications or new patents, but actually by producing wealth from these discoveries. And these are the areas where things are really moving up and they're growing exponentially. Energy, alternative sources of energy, solar, but mainly hydrogen, were of the major players in hydrogen technology in this country. Nanomaterials and devices, lots of applications here on not only on coatings, but also on sensors, Internet of Things and sensors for edge computing. Big progress in 5G and 6G technologies in telecommunications. But we are very fortunate, as I said before, over the last few years, to really show a very, very prominent world profile in artificial intelligence and big data analytics. I think today Demokritos is one of the most mature organizations in this country for AI and AI applications, large language models, and big data analytics. It's no coincidence that very recently a big advisory board has been announced by the Prime Minister of the country to advise the country of Greece on matters of artificial intelligence. Two of these 11 people come from the groups of NCSI Demokritos, both on technology and on AI ethics. Things are going to keep moving very, very fast in AI, and I'm actually very happy. I was not planning to do that, but I think over the next 10 days, there's going to be quite a big announcement that will be made. Demokritos and Fraunhofer Bonn are going to create the first international company, the first for Demokritos and for a Greek public institution. And this company will exploit the European platform on AI. These are artificial intelligence tools that are going to be exploited by users coming from the industry, the academia, and the big research centers. So this is something that Fraunhofer and Demokritos will be celebrating over the next few years. But things in technology change change incredibly fast. And I'm pretty sure things in technology related to coatings are changing so fast. And what I've heard before, it's some amazing approaches in the kind of new technologies you guys produce at Fraunhofer. And to be able to catch up, you have to plan very fast and very efficiently your divergence, your expansion to new fields that are just now emerging and that are also disruptive. And Demokritos has been doing that, and it's part of our strategy with a time frame of 2025, 2030. So one of these big steps that we took is the creation of the Institute of Quantum Computing and Quantum Technology, which was became a law by the Greek Parliament in 2022. Quantum computers, if you think AI is changing things and is disrupting things in a few years, when quantum computing will become quite a much common and household name, you would not believe the disruption that's expected to come from that in all the sectors, from banking to energy to defense to transport. We are getting ready for this quantum, revolution. Already the signs from the progress that has been made, both in the private sector and in public and in research institutions around the world, show incredible superiority, incredible supremacy in issues like cryptography, for instance. So the entire banking sector, for example, or cybersecurity can be affected instantly by the first mature quantum computer. The second big expansion of Demokritos that has taken place has to do with the Institute of Microengineering, Microelectronics and Microsystems. A lot of infrastructure on microelectronics that is going to respond to what? Is going to respond to the very new technological needs of Europe, of the continent, needs that have come about because of the huge geopolitical changes that are happening. We have to have autonomy in chips, in the production of electronic chips, all these components that keep us going in our everyday lives, keeps our industry or defense going. The European Chips Act has been created exactly so that Europe can once again become prominent in the design, in the research and the production of chips for all sorts of applications, from automotive technologies to, if you want, neuromorphic computing and high-performance computers. So Demokritos, with this new institute, is in the center of this, but this institute has also a very important, and this may pertain a lot to your interest, to your field of interest of coating. So one big new infrastructure that is funded by the Resilience and Recovery Fund of Greece, that's called Tamiyo Anakamsis, with 6.5 million, has to do with autonomous digital manufacturing, the ability to use AI, to use machine-to-machine learning to create systems that are autonomous and they can manufacture anything. They can print from cells to metals, to biodegradable materials, to polymers, you name it. And they can print this on substrates that are being created, again, by very accurate printers with incredible resolutions. This project is done in collaboration with the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, the Center for Bits and Atoms, which is part of the Media Lab of MIT. So advanced materials, solutions, and devices that are designed by algorithms and they are created by robots. This is the thing. And to be able to create value, because this is what I said from the beginning, it's not just technological progress, it's not just scientific discovery, you have to create value. At Demokritos now we have 4 entities, 4 mechanisms which are financial and administrative as well, so in order exactly to be able to innovate. Science Agora, it's technology transfer, patent management and patent creation, and we coordinate not only know-how at Demokritos and resources at Demokritos, but since last year we are coordinating all the similar efforts at the National Technical University of Athens, the Athens University of Economics and Business, and the Research Center Athena. Smart Attica, this is it's very interestingly, you heard lots of things before, has to do with smart cities. Demokritos is coordinating one of the 4 European digital innovation hubs in Greece, actually the largest one, and the only one that is dedicated on AI. and with applications in energy and environment, supply chains and mobility, and culture and tourism. A unit called the Attica Hub for the economy of data devices has already transformed the campus of Demokritos in a digital player with sensors everywhere, from the forest to the garbage bins to the lecture halls to the laboratories, collecting data, constantly collecting data, testing new sensors and testing analytics, AI-based analytics, for evaluating and making good use of this data. Now, iHead and Smart Attica and the entire campus of Demokritos are available to any company in Greece that wants to transform digitally with core technologies, as I said before, in AI, in 5G telecommunications, and IoT kind of applications. This is open to assist this transformation, give the opportunity to test products if these companies are ready to invest, or to test their own progresses in the field, in the playground of Demokritos. And then it's Lefkipos, the technology park of Demokritos. We have now 51 startup companies that are in the campus. We've opened up the gates of a public research institution, and now 51 companies have come, and they co-create. They have access to the laboratories, to the public laboratories of Demokritos. They have access to the networks of investment, of investors worldwide. There is a lot of value that's been produced exactly out of this interaction. And I have to tell you once again that the technology of today is such that we see more and more often incredible technology, incredible science being produced exactly in the startups, in much faster pace than we in the universities and the research centers or even the big corporations can produce. I believe strongly in startups, and the startup community is actually changing the entire innovation ecosystem of Greece. Of course, there's not only startups. For reasons of special interest of Demokritos, even Tesla has created their first research laboratory outside the United States back in 2018, and they keep prospering at Demokritos. Innovate, it's another tool, another company of Demokritos that is working on accelerating startups, giving them all the resources to become big and to survive in this very tough environment. The third pillar of Demokritos is expansion. For the next few years is defense. That was also a red line in the Greek public institutions, especially in the academia. So we crossed this line, we crossed the line of defense, and right now we are playing with the Ministry of Defense supporting us. We're playing a big role, not only for national research projects, but also for European defense. And we have big collaborations with companies like Naval Group and Thales, really becoming expert laboratories and test centers for these big corporations that are supporting heavily the armament of this country. The accelerator services that Demokritos provides were recognized by NATO, and we were selected to be one of the 9 accelerators around the world, the 9 in Europe and 2 in North America, for this very new venture of NATO. You see, the geopolitics are monumental, the changes they bring. And NATO, a defense alliance, a military alliance, is turning a page. It's becoming an investor in deep tech. So Diana, it is this defense innovation accelerator for the North Atlantic, and startups are going to be selected, and they're going to be directed to these accelerator sites, and they will be funded by NATO Innovation Fund. This is a 1 billion tech fund that is going to directly put resources into these startups. So NATO is becoming an investor. These are amazing times. The 1 billion euros may be a small amount to start, but it has signaled the changes that are coming the next few years, and they are going to be quite incredible, in my opinion. Already we see the big traditional international venture capital funds like Sequoia moving huge amounts of money from pure tech to either directly defense technology or dual-use technology. That means technology that can be used in both the civil applications and defense-related applications. I won't bother you anymore. Thank you so much for your attention, but we're very, very open for companies if you want to collaborate. Thank you.